The time has come for this loser to die. Cry havoc and let loose the dogs of war.
Greetings and salutations. It is I, Professor Macabro, horror YouTuber for the month of April, here again with another episode of Action April, Day 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7. For you little kiddies out there that are watching these videos, and if you're watching my videos, oh boy, are your parents irresponsible and in no way monitor the shit that you watch. I feel sorry for you, but at least I get the views. Anyway, after the last bizarre little episode that we had for Day 6, Day 7 is a proper Action April episode. I actually remembered to record an Action April episode and share it with you guys. So, yes, what will we talk about? Well, I'm going to talk about a movie that I freaking love. I adore this movie, and that movie is Robocop. Dun 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 dun. I'm not gonna troll this because it's gonna hit the camera, but dun 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 dun. This is another one of those Nerf guns, but it's a Chronos Blue variant. Because while Robocop's gun is a little more thin and longer, to me this kind of looks like Robocop's gun. So I could, paint it metallic black and probably get in trouble by showing something that looks like a gun in public, but so I won't do that. But, yes. Well, not as iconic as Hellboy's Good Samaritan or Judge Dredd's Lawgiver. I freaking love the gun in Robocop, and I freaking love Robocop itself. Yes, indeed. They would pass this baby on TV, and I would watch the shit out of it. Ah, such a good movie. The movie is about a possible future that actually sort of turned out to be what actually happened in Detroit, which is just a shithole. It's a freaking shithole. Crime's running amok, and a big corporation is trying to keep things in order so they can build Delta City. And things don't go so well, but eventually the state of Detroit actually ended up becoming this kind of war zone because the factories closed down and led to a lot of problems, and I think it's still in a pretty bad shape. I don't know, I've never visited Detroit. I only know it because of the movies. So, there's this new transfer person called Alex Murphy, portrayed by the amazing Peter Weller, who you might, if you saw Buckaroo Banzai, he was in that. Naked Lunch, he was in that too. What was that movie called? A movie that he did with, I forgot his name too. My goodness gracious, Sam Elliott. He did a buddy cop movie with Sam Elliott, which is really cool, which, I'll edit the picture here. The Cinemasochist introduced me to that one, and, I'll hopefully remember to post the picture here. So yes, Peter Weller, was also the voice of Batman in one of the Dark Knight, adaptations. And, he was in one of those Star Trek movies. He's very prolific. He's had a long career, but most people know him by Robocop. He actually donned the suit again for a series of commercials, I think for KFC a while back. And I just freaking love the movie. It's so good. So Alex Murphy is partnered up with the girl that threw the blood on Carrie. I guess she, in another life, was more into the straight and narrow, and she became a cop. A very good-looking cop, and you can tell that there's some kind of chemistry between Murphy and Lewis. But they're trying to find George Foreman from that '70s show, and unfortunately, poor Alex Murphy gets all sorts of fucked up. So thankfully, like the $1 Million Man, they have the technology they can rebuild him. And they rebuild him into Robocop. Dun 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 dun. I already did that bit. Sorry. And Robocop is here to kick ass and take names. Remember that time Robocop shot a guy through the dick? That's the movie that this happens. This guy has a woman as a shield, and Robocop's like, pew, and shoots the guy's dick off. Yes, also, there are two versions of Robocop. The version that I saw was the theatrical version. It was very violent and bloody, but there's a extended cut that adds more blood. Comparing the two movies, I can tell that the Ed 209 attack at the beginning has a few more scenes of the guy getting riddled with bullets. The death of Murphy looks a little bit more violent in that extended cut and has a little bit more blood. So basically what they do is they just keep Alex Murphy's brain into, and for some reason his face, I don't know why they kept his face, and just put him in a robot suit and a robot. And he's there just, following his programming until his brain starts projecting memories of his past life. And he starts investigating his own crime. He sees that Red Foreman was the one that killed him, so he's going after him. And then it's a whole big thing involving the second head of command of OCP. And it turns into a whole thing. But I freaking love Robocop. Very appropriate that I would talk this after, other than the multiverse thing, but very closely to the Dread movie review, because Robocop was supposed to be originally a Dread movie, but I think they couldn't get the rights or anything, so they adapted it into what we now know and love, Robocop. This got two sequels, Robocop 2, which I still freaking love. I don't own that movie, unfortunately, and it weighs on me very greatly that I don't own Robocop 2, where he fights Kane, who also gets turned into a Robocop, but he's a bit more nefarious, indeed. And then we have Robocop 3, which is hated by a lot of people, because they kill off Lewis, Peter Weller's not in this again, and it feels too, how to best say this? Maybe too childlike, comic booky. It lost the grit of 1 and 2, and it goes for a more superhero-like version of Robocop. I still have a soft spot for 3. 1 and 2 are the superior Robocop movies, but that third one, I get a kick out of it. If I marathon the Robocop series, I'll include 3, because it's just, I don't know, it's just kind of fun to me. And then there was also a cartoon, and there was a short-lived TV series that followed Robocop. And there was also, because of course there is, a remake. They made a remake, and the only reason I saw that one is because I saw Michael Keaton, and I will freaking watch anything that has Michael Keaton. I'm even willing to watch that possible train wreck of a movie, The Flash, just because Michael Keaton is in it. Hell, I saw that horrible Dumbo live-action remake because Michael Keaton is in it. Well, Michael Keaton and, oh my goodness, Emma Green. Emma Green, the lady who has the crazy eyes. She'll probably give you the night of your life and kill you the day after, but it'll definitely be worth it. Yes, she was amazing in 300. That Rise of the Empire, that 300 sequel. Oh, my goodness gracious. Why is it suddenly so hot in here? But yes, Michael Keaton is amazing. And that's the only reason I watch that remake. And Gary Oldman's also in that. It has issues. There's a couple of scenes that I respect, like when Murphy's like, I want to see what's left of me. And they start peeling the metal apart, and he sees that all that's left of him is his head, his brain, a couple of guts, and a hand. I thought that scene was pretty cool, pretty gnarly. To see how he's reacting to seeing how little of him there's actually left. That must be a freaking living hell, let me tell you. But it's an action-y remake. It doesn't have the charm or the essence of the original Robocop. So, yes, I'll still watch it, but it's definitely the inferior. Some might say inferior to Robocop 3, some might say better than Robocop 3. I would like to hear your thoughts on it on the comments down below. But yes, the original Robocop, classic. But very traumatizing too. I almost skipped a meal scene. Yes, when Emil sees Robocop, he's like, "Oh, am I going to get ya?" And smashes through toxic waste. And for a moment there, Child Macabre was like, "Toxic waste? Oh, he's gonna mutate, and he's gonna get superpowers, and he's gonna go one-on-one with Robocop." And instead, what we got is this horrifying man melting like, "Oh, help me! Oh, for the love of God, help me!" And I was like, well, shit. Movies and comic books lied to me. Toxic waste won't give you superpowers. I've heard a lot of people got really fucked up because of that, and understandably so. That's a very fucked up scene. Poor Emil, but he had it coming, so... So yes, Robocop. Personal preference whether you prefer the theatrical version or that bloodier uncut. A lot of people grew up with the theatrical one, and that's the version they prefer. But the director's extended cut, whatever it's called, is actually pretty cool. You can find it, if you can find a copy of it. The Criterion released that extended cut, and that's the edition that also released on Blu-ray, but I think you can also find the theatrical cut on Blu-ray. So, if somehow you haven't seen Robocop, watch it. It's very awesome. And watch the whole series, too. 2 is freaking amazing. 3 is divisive. And the remake is loathed by a lot of people. But again, it has elements that I enjoyed. And the cartoon was cool. And that short-lived TV show was okay. The main problem with that TV show was the budget. The budget is what really hurt that live-action TV show. But yes, let me know your thoughts on Robocop on the comments down below. And I will see you next time for another episode of Action April, where I hopefully won't be besieged by things trying to kill me, and another haul video somewhere down the line, so stay tuned for that. But until I see you all again next time, I wish you, like always, from Professor Macabre, horror YouTuber for the month of April, a good evening. I must say, I'm actually quite relieved that the attacks on my personal person have actually stopped. I was actually getting worried that this would be a thing. Oh! Come on! Come on! Aliens, freaking xenomorphs in a Robocop review? That doesn't make a damn sense! Oh, I got a surprise for you, you freaking bugs. I got a rocket launcher here with your name on it, and I'm gonna blow you all to fucking Kingdom Come!
Go ahead, blow us up. Then our acid blood will melt all your precious and valuable DVD movies.
Come again?
Your collection will be as barren and useless as your sixth wife.
Oh, shit! Whoever sent you is truly evil, because to put at risk my beautiful movies, that's just evil. And I so wanted to try out my new rocket launcher, but you must not know me very well, because, well, I do not like to use this particular item because it always comes up as making me too overpowered, but well, when have I not enjoyed power? You leave me no choice. You threaten my beautiful movies, and for that, you get Infinity Gauntlet up the ass. So, be gone!
You dirty cheater.
Ha 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 ha! Yes, I still got the touch. I got the power. Yes, indeed. Now when I put my crown. Out of sheer anger, I tossed my crown away. Can't believe someone sent fucking xenomorphs after me. A freaking predator on a Predator review made sense. A Mandalorian and an Aliens review made no sense. And then a fucking xenomorph in a Robocop review. It's like someone's trying to throw me off guard. I have to be best prepared for the next video, because if I'm not careful, it might be my last.
Why won't this fucker just die? Guess if you want something done right, you have to do it yourself.